Hello there, Carrie Rhodes here. Welcome back to the Trinity Stamps YouTube channel. Today is release day at Trinity Stamps, and I'm going to share with you all of the new products in our February 2024 release starting now. First, we're going to take a look at our brand new stamp sets. The first set is the Hip Hop Hooray 4x3 set. There is a coordinating die to die cut out all of the things. Here is the stamp set. It has 2 different bunnies there and 5 sentiments with a large happy Easter, and I especially love the sentiment that says sending squishy hugs. There you can see the coordinating die set. It's going to bubble cut around those sentiments. I love that look. Here you can see what the images look like stamped and colored, and they're just really cute. A really fun little set. All right, so there they are, die cut out with the coordinating dies. You can see how nicely that bubble cut looks around those images and sentiments. Here's a card I made with the set, bringing in that dainty scalloped egg from last year's release and including both bunnies on this card. All right, next we have a couple more cards with this set from our design team to give you even more inspiration, and look how cute those are. Next up, we have our Brighter Days Ahead stamp set from Love Danny. She is the designer of this set. We have several of her creations in the shop, but this is the biggest one. This is going to take up an entire A2 size panel. It's going to work great also on your A7 sized cards. So let's take a look at what this looks like when it's stamped up. This is on a 4.5 by 6.5 inch piece of cardstock, so you can see how well this is going to work on your larger cards. There is colored up, and then I have it on a completed card so you can see what it looks like on a 5 by 7 card. I also have examples from our designers showing this to you on a smaller card, the A2 size. So it's going to fit on there really well, and I love that this also has a sub-sentiment with it. So such a great set with the images and the words together. Next up, we have our Irish Blessing and Blooms. There's a coordinating die that cuts out each of the blooms in this 4x6 set. You can see we've got a cluster of florals, a line image with florals at the end, and like a bouquet. And the sentiment says, may your troubles be less and your blessings be more, and may nothing but happiness come through your door. Isn't that sweet? I love it. So here I have stamped and embossed the flowers so you can see what that looks like. They're very pretty, very elegant, but a little touch of simplicity to them. I think this looks great just stamped in black ink on white paper. It's so very pretty. But here I'll share with you a card I made using those embossed images and lots of splatter. I love splatter, so I thought it was a really fun look, and I'm not the only one. Our designer Sylvia has shared a couple cards with this set as well, and she included splatters on hers, so I'll show that to you next. But I wanted to include that envelope, how I added the flowers to the envelope there. So here's Sylvia's cards. You can see how amazing she does with the splatter and how pretty those cards turned out. Next, we're going to talk about foiling dies, but still stamp sets, because we have 2 new stamp sets that have coordinating dies and coordinating foil plates. This is the Real Treasure stamp set. You can see this 4x4 set has 2 larger sentiments and then several supporting sentiments. The 2 main sentiments say pot of gold and real treasure. Those are the same sentiments that you get as hot foil plates in the coordinating cut and foil set shown here on the right. So the dies are going to cut out the stamped words, but they are also going to die cut out the hot foiled words. So let me show you both. In white there is a stamped sentiment, and on the green paper is the hot foiled sentiment. They are exactly the same, but now you have choices to emboss or stamp or hot foil. I love that. So here's a card here that says you are the real treasure. This card features a die set coming up later in this video, so stay tuned for that. But we have another similar set that's called He is Risen, and this one is so beautiful and great for those more spiritual or religious cards that you might want to make around this time of year. So we also have Happy Easter, Rejoice, and indeed in this set. The die for this is really cool because it's going to cut out not only the stamped image and the hot foiled, but it's going to cut all those out individually so that you can arrange them on your card how it best fits. You may need to stack them, or maybe you want to do them in a row. However works best for your card, you can do that with this set. All right, now we have a strictly hot foil set, but it has dies to cut out those hot foiled images. This is the floral Easter egg. It is so gorgeous, and I absolutely love the font that spells out Happy Easter. And you can see there's dies to cut around each of those sentiments and the egg. So again, you can stack your sentiment or put it in a row. Now let's look at this egg, all hot foiled. It's so pretty. And then I even used the negative piece and hot foiled that egg again in a solid look with the white lines, and it looks just as good that way. Here's a couple cards by our designers featuring this new set. I think it's so very pretty, but you can also make it more cute depending on what you pair with it. So very versatile. Okay, we have a bunch of fun standalone dies for you, starting with our Squishy Bunny Mini Slimline die set. So this mini slimline card is shaped like a little squishy bunny, and we have the sentiment Happy Easter with bubble cut layers and dies to create the face. So this is showing you the die on a 6x6 piece of cardstock, and when you cut it you can easily create a bunny shaped card. Isn't that adorable? I absolutely love this, and I think it's so easy to make a bunch of quick cards with it. Here you can see what it looks like with the face and with the sentiment. You can see the layered look there with the thin line scripty words and the bubble cut layer behind it. I absolutely love that look, and these bunnies are quick and easy to make. So here's a couple more by our designers, and even some very similar to the ones I made, but she put glitter around the outer edge and it looks so good. And I love Lauren's interpretation here, creating something a little bit different but using that same shape. Okay, and next up we have our Rainbow Shaker die set. This is a 4-piece die set. One of those, the open die creates the frame, the closed die or solid die is going to create the bows of the rainbow. So I've cut it out here from 6 different shades of cardstock because there are 6 bows in this rainbow. Here's the frame, you can see what it looks like there, and then we've got our 2 clouds, and the fallout pieces from that frame are there on the left as well. All right, so what you're going to do is line up all your rainbow pieces and then put your frame on top, so you can easily create a really cute rainbow for your cards. But you can also use this to make a rainbow card. It is designed to work perfectly with our circle-shaped card die set. So you're going to cut one of those out, fold it in half, and then you're going to put the fold at the top and start gluing on your bows of rainbow. And you can see how it fits on this circle card absolutely perfectly. And then all you need to do is cut away the bottom pieces, and you can add the frame, leave the frame off, however you want to do it. You'll see me cut that here with my paper cutter, and I can use those 2 fall away half circle pieces now to make more rainbows. Glue those extra pieces of rainbow on them, and they can be for just a regular card, but also you can make the shape card. So here you can see I've used all my rainbow pieces, creating 2 cards, which gave me 4 fall away pieces that I glued the rest of the rainbow pieces on just from cutting out the rainbow from each of the 6 colors. Okay, this is how I created a shaker card. I glued several of those white frame pieces together and used our sugar bowl to make the shaker. You can also take the dies and create a window into your card and create a shaker that way. So there's so many possibilities with this rainbow. Here's a couple more by our designers. I am in love with this, and this card that I just showed you with the leprechaun is going to be my hop card for today's inspiration hop, as well as some of the other cards in this video today will be a part of our hop, so make sure you check that out. But next, let's talk about our leprechaun loot die set. You can see this is going to create a pot of gold for you. It's got little details like the little gold pieces. You can accentuate the gold pile, and then there are 3 different shamrocks. And what I love about this is you can have that gold pull up out of the pot and have a little hidden message there. It's so cute. cute. Here's a card I made with it featuring that real treasure set, but I use the words pot of gold, and it says your friendship is worth more than a pot of gold. So fun. And we've got some more cards featuring this pot of gold, the Leprechaun Loot die set by our designers. I love how Cassie did a scratch away for her sentiment on the inside, and it's just a cute and fun die set paired with things we already have in the shop, so you can do the same, pairing it with stuff that you probably already have too. All right, so next we're going to move on to another die set. This one I think is going to be a favorite. This is the Springtime Gnome die set. You've got pieces here to create a gnome and add-on pieces so that you can make it even more special for spring. Like you can turn this into a leprechaun, a little Easter gnome, a gnome holding a flower pot, or holding a heart. So we're going to take a look at the die cut pieces. It's so easy to put together. The largest piece in this die set kind of has that rounded head. That's the piece you're going to build everything from. I did die cut out the nose from that piece because you won't see it. You're going to glue the beard right on top as well as everything else and just layer this up to create your gnome. It's really easy to create these just by following the pictures on the packaging. So you can use this gnome set with or without the mustache, and there's also a little smile included if you want to use that too. So there's the heart. I didn't use it on my gnomes, but I want to make sure you saw it. And let's take a look at some more cards by our designers featuring this adorable set. I know our gnome lovers out there are going to have so much fun with this die set. I think it's just beyond cute. I know I had fun playing with it. Okay, we have some more dies for you in this release. You know we love our dies here at Trinity Stamps, but these have more of a spiritual feel to them. This is the Crosses cut out die. It's a one-piece die set. It's smaller. It's going to give you a lot of bang for your buck because this cuts a window into your card, and then you also have that fallout piece. You could do some paper piecing with it. You can make windows. You can make shakers. Pair it with our He is Risen, and I just had a little like sunset background behind the crosses, and I think it is such a cool set. Here's a couple more cards by our designers, and you can see just with a little ink blending what a gorgeous card you can make with this set. I love the like burst of the sun coming from behind there. So if you love that set, you're probably also going to love the At the Cross die set. This is a 6-piece die set. That cross is about 2 1/4 inches by 3 1/4 inches tall. So it's going to fit great on your A2 size cards or larger if you like. Here's all the pieces die cut out. Those skinny little pieces are going to layer on those longer side pieces. Those longer side pieces glue to the back of the cross and the U-shaped piece to the front. So here's a card that I made featuring that. I love the embossed lines that the die presses into that cloth. It's so cool. I did use some wood grain paper on the cross, however. So here's a couple more cards our designers have made with the set. And next it is time for us to look at our brand new embellishments in the shop. You know we can't have a release without new embellishments, so let's take a quick look at all of them. We have some glass baubles that have silver backing on them to give them a very reflective look. So they're nice and smooth and round on the top with that silver reflective backing. We have silver, glass, we have gold, we have the magenta, and the high dive. Those are the colors with the glass backing. Next, we're going to move on to our twinkle rhinestones. So each of these twinkle rhinestones have colored glitter to match the color of the gem. So that's going to give them almost this look of them glowing. They're so cool. Next, we have some opaque rhinestones. So these are solid color, but something about these kind of reminds me of milk glass. I don't know if you think that, but I think these are just gorgeous. They are a little bit shiny, and I love that, but just that solid color and these bright, fun, different colors that it's offered in is so exciting. So I want to share with you a card made by one of our designers, Cassie, where she filled in each row of this rainbow with those opaque rhinestones. I love it. Okay, next we have our Peep-Fetti clay embellishment mix. This one is filled with peep-shaped bunnies and hearts and confetti pieces. I hope that you have enjoyed this look at our February 2024 release, and now it is time for you to hop along with our designers and check out some inspirational videos. We also have a hop on Instagram, and all of that is linked for you below, as well as a link to the shop, because these new things are available right now in the Trinity Stamps online store. I hope that you've enjoyed this video and are leaving feeling inspired. Happy stamping! Bye!